Hey there, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot and Tarot at 12, and this is Pick a Card. Today's question, are we twin flames? So, let us find out. Today I have the Druidcraft Tarot spread out with my clear quartz, and we are going to find out. Today's question again is, are we twin flames? So let me give it a shuffle. We're going to live shuffle. I am going to spread out 4 piles, and I will invite you to select a pile. I will include timestamps in the description so that you can fast forward and jump around as you need to. So, what we're going to do 4 piles. Each pile will have 4 cards. That's a little crazy. There we go. Each pile will have 4 cards, and we will find out the answer to the question, are we twin flames? So let us see what is going on. Okay, that's 3. Now I'll do a 4th. 1. Oops. 2. These cards are sticking together a little bit. 3 and 4. So there we go. So let's straighten them out so that you can see them properly. Wow, they're slippery on this, but they're stiff when I'm shuffling. Interesting. Okay, so here we have our 4 piles spread out for you. I am going to invite you to select a pile. If you need to pause the video and give yourself a little more time, please feel free. But in the meantime, I'm going to ask you to calm your mind, get still, think of the question, are we twin flames? And see where your attention is drawn. If numbers mean something to you, the number 1 typically represents new beginnings and opportunity. The number 2 represents balance and partnership. The number 3 typically represents creativity and social interactions. And the number 4 usually represents structure, stability, and manifestation. So, select your pile. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Pile number 1. All right, pile number 1. Let us see what you've got. The question, are we twin flames? Let me straighten that out for you. All right. Well, I can see that, there are going to be points where you are really, questioning this. The moon is showing me a lot of confusion, mystery, not knowing what is going on. But one of the things about the moon card that is often overlooked is that the moon is pulling you through the mystery, through the scary dogs, through these mountain, structure things, and pulling you forward. So you are protected. So that confusion that you might be feeling is normal, and you need to trust that you are being divinely guided. Now, especially being a twin flame, that would mean that you are meant to be. So you need to trust in that theory or that premise, because this is exactly what is going on. Now, the tendency to overthink things, to feel like you're maybe bombarded with different ideas, this is a direct result of the confusion. Remember A twin flame is like a soul connection, bringing you two together, even when you can't see it, even when you're wondering, even while you're still waiting. You have to remember that that twin flame is being drawn to you. Now, are you and the person you are thinking about twin flames? I think we can safely say yes. We have our Six of Wands here, and the Six of Wands is all about a celebration, all about, feeling proud and walking through the town. This deck in particular, you see the people behind there following. Everybody's happy. There is strength there. There's strength. The horse and this person, they're going to go out into the water there. They're ready to just jump forward into whatever happens. And you know why? Because twin flames are always drawn by the divine. In this card, again, it's the moon, but you have to think of the universe. You have to think of the divine, whatever kind of spiritual type of system that you subscribe to, definitely being drawn. Now here, the helping card. This to me is telling me that you two are going to help each other remember this. So this is a joint effort. This is the two of you participating in strengthening your bond, making it a celebration. So the answer to the question here, are we twin flames? I would say a big yes. The advice from the cards, though, is stop doubting it. You need to stop doubting it. And you need to work together to continue to uncover that bond and to strengthen it. So, that is very important. And twin flames would be on the same page, most likely, most of the time. So, therefore, working together, give and take, compensating for one when the other is feeling down and vice versa. That is what's going to continue to strengthen your bond. And because you are twin flames, that's what allows this to make such a difference. Does that make sense? So yes, the answer, pile one, is it looks like you are. Get rid of this. Get rid of the fear. Get rid of the fear and get out of your own way, pile one. Pile number two. All right, pile two. Let's find out the answer to the question for you. Are we twin flames? And I am going to say right away, it's a big yes, you are. And I'm going to explain why. Right here, we've got our Ace of Cups. This is an opportunity for love. Now, obviously, if you're together, you're thinking, well, an opportunity for love. I already love this person, or we already love each other, and we're wanting to know about the twin flame connection. Well, this is an opportunity to kind of peel away the onion, to peel away the layers so that you can get to the heart of the onion. Well, I hope it's not an onion, but to the heart of it all. The layers on an onion in this example, in our figurative onion, are experiences. They are the developments that go into life, into a relationship. They're all part of it. So each experience is a layer on the onion. And when you peel away those experiences, when you deal with them, when you enjoy them, when you struggle through them, and all of the above, you're getting closer to the heart. The heart is this new love. So what this is saying here, our Five of Swords, it's saying, you know what? Peel away those layers. You will feel more confident about your connection once you kind of drop those, the daily experiences. Now, don't get me wrong. The daily experiences are part of your life, and they can be very important, and building things, you got to start somewhere. So, don't get me wrong. It's not that you shouldn't pay attention to those experiences, but you need to, when your emotional reaction, your automatic reaction, that kind of a thing, sort of supersede that heart of the onion. You've got layers of things on top of it, and you can't see the heart. See the symbolism I'm trying to do here? when you focus on that, it's going to get in your way. You don't want to get in your way. We've got 2 pages here. In this deck, they call them princesses. This is the Princess of Wands, and this is Swords. Wands is all about action, all about heat, all about making things happen and being confident. Being confident. Peel that onion. Here, the Princess of Swords, it's the page, as I said. Swords are about truth. Swords are about communication. So what this is telling me is you need to not get lost in the everyday events. You need to not overreact. You need to not read in things that are not there. This and this both tell me that these are kind of new experiences for you, meaning you're not used to perhaps, dialing down and seeing the real underlying reason behind things or the message behind things, that perhaps you focus on that surface level, those layers of that onion, and you're not perhaps remembering that you have this at the core. So what this is advice from the tarot to look deeper, have good communication, look for the truth, don't get clouded by your emotions and fears, and you will be able to see that pure, true love that only twin flames share. So peel away that onion. Don't get lost in the daily events. Pay attention to the daily events and pick out what you need to for that lesson or for that blessing that each event holds. However, don't get lost in your emotions. Remember, that will just take away your peace. And this right here is where you need to be, pile 2. Ooh, this looks good. Looks good, pile 2. Pile number 3. Let's see what you've got, pile 3. All right, pile 3. The question is, are we twin flames? Well, I can see so far here that you're all too willing and able to just go ahead and jump in, even when there's some kind of conflict, butting heads. You seem very eager to connect with your twin flame, create a twin flame. You might be with somebody right now that you are asking about just to kind of provide you with some more insight into your current relationship and the future. Or you might be being a little proactive and saying, oh, I like this person. Hey, could this be my twin flame that we just haven't connected with? That is the real impression that I'm getting, that you're kind of wondering about this twin flame person. Are they coming? You're ready to jump in. Now, if you are with somebody, you're ready to take it to that next level. So it still applies. But again, it's not quite there yet. You are working through some things, or either that or you need to work through some things. It doesn't have to be a make you or break you kind of working through. It's not a, all or nothing. It's just kind of working out the growing pains, Now, you have to treasure what you've accomplished. You have to be looking at the positive. You are you're a manifester. You are attracting things to you all the time. Your thoughts are very powerful. And what we put our attention to is what we typically bring to ourselves. So if you're going to be, kind of feeling defensive, like, oh, you're trying to take something from me or challenge me about something that I have done or grown to see, this is, not a good thing. You do not want to have to feel that way, and you need to let your guard down. We've got our 3 of Wands, letting the guard down, ready to pursue the next phase in your relationship, the beginning of your relationship. Twin flames, as much as we like to think we are drawn to somebody like a magnet because it was meant to be, there is that pull, there is that fate, but you also have to participate. You have to make things happen. You can't just lay in bed and close your eyes and say, where is it? Obviously I'm exaggerating, but you probably get my point. you do need to put some effort. So what this is telling me is there must be some kind of hyper focus right now on seeing if this is a twin flame. Instead of looking at what makes you a twin flame, you're perhaps more looking for the title of a twin flame. I mean, whether you have this in your unconscious or your conscious mind, you might not realize you're doing it. So what the tarot is asking you to do is stop focusing on these things, you know, like it's not a title. It's not just like an accomplishment, like a race. It is the journey, like a marathon. You're learning that no, this person is not trying to take this from you. They're trying to add it to you. You need to let your guard down. You're ready to jump in, but you do need to do that work so that you're not feeling like you're butting heads, so that you don't feel like you're having to protect yourself. You are wanting to be here, the Three of Wands, where you're looking out saying, yes, I am free to make decisions based on that core belief that we are twin flames and that we're working together to the same goal. Do you see? So this is advice here. This is where you need to go. Now I want to get an endgame card for you because I'm seeing the process and I'm seeing like what needs to happen, but I want to get a little bit more on, you know, as to a specific answer. Are we twin flames? We know what we need to do, but are we twin flames? This is the bottom of the deck. Yes or no? Okay, it's still a little unclear. You are, you know, looking at things as work in terms of the details, meaning those everyday experiences. You're looking at those. Now, those are important because we obviously have to develop and grow. But this means to me that, you know, you're focused on those details, which is good, but that it's going to be a while. You're still trying to figure that out. You don't feel it perhaps yet. You want it, but you don't feel it. So what you need to do is let the guard down. You need to get to this point by realizing that, you know, you're both working toward the same goal. So while I do think there is potential to, you know, get to that point where you can confirm to yourself that you are a twin flame with this person, I do think you need to do some more work. So I would not say no, but I would say there is more work to be done to kind of uncover the answer for you. So this right now seems kind of neutral, but it does give you some really great advice as to what to do to come to this. Don't forget this one too, our end game. Work, pay attention to the detail of what you're doing. Remember your goal. Stay focused. Stay focused and pay attention. All righty. So pile 3, that's looking pretty promising. I think you've got some things to think about. Pile number 4. All righty, pile number 4. Are we twin flames? I'm going to say that it's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and read through and see what we see. Now, our 6 of Cups is showing me that you guys have had some great times that you can think back to. If you aren't already together and you're kind of just trying to be proactive and be looking into somebody to see if there's the potential to be the twin flame, that's still a yes. You're going to develop these feelings. You know, this is something you have to have a foundation. A foundation is what builds the rest. Without a foundation, it's all going to fall, right? So this is talking about either A, looking back on those wonderful lessons that you've learned and those accomplishments that you've achieved and the feelings that you've developed. If it's new, this is implying that this is what is needed first. You know, you'll build these relationships. Now, this card, this is the Hermit. Often this card is thought of as, you know, contemplation and solitude, which it is. That is what it means. But one of the things that we don't often point out in this card is that the Hermit is holding a lantern, leading the way. This is a calm inner knowing. What better card for something about a twin flame? So this is like kind of pulling you along, lighting the way to being a twin flame, or to your twin flame, excuse me. Now here we have the Devil, and the Devil is all about, being kind of comfortable with things are, just letting the day-to-day life go on, being kind of addicted to the fun or the excitement, or, perhaps the status, like, ooh, look at me, I have this person and we do these great things, or even in a personal level, like, oh, I'm still like crushing on you in a sense, or, even if you're together. This is about changing the dynamic of your relationship. It's still enjoying that fun parts, and of course, but remembering to look deeper. Remember, a twin flame is essentially like a soulmate. These are people who interact well together, that light each other's fire so that they can grow more and become better people. You are doing that together, and that's why it's a twin flame. The twin flames are intertwined. So, breaking free of that everyday or that surface level excitement, not letting go of the excitement, I don't mean it that way, but realizing there is more. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Realizing that there's more, and focus a lot of, or more of your attention, or at least equal attention to that deeper level, seeing where it's going to go. Now, that doesn't mean obsess about it and not enjoy the journey. But that does mean, you do have to focus on it, and you do have to kind of use your intuition and feel it out. And, the development for each person is at a different rate. So your person may not be in that same, that same level of understanding. But this is when you need to remember the Hermit. This is coming together. Just by recognizing that you are twin flames doesn't mean that you don't have to pay attention to your daily life. That is what our Princess of Pentacles is telling me. This is the Page. Page of Pentacles is about daily life, skill development, upcoming challenges too, for that matter. So it's something about, who's dependable, things like that. You need to approach it like that. It's a constant journey of development. You don't want to get stuck at a level and not continue to dig deeper and get to that point where you are living in the glow of the twin flame realization. Does that make sense? So the answer to the question, are we twin flames? This is a yes. This advice from the tarot is to remember that you are being guided. The light is there, and finding the way. Don't get lost in the day-to-day interactions. Take the lessons, take the blessings from those interactions, but don't be surface level thinking. Does that make sense? Keep being the Page of Pentacles, and things will progress, and you'll develop an even stronger relationship and reveal that glow from your twin flames. Nice. Pile 4. That looks good. All righty, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this Pick a Card. I hope it was helpful for you. Please check back. I do a Pick a Card usually every day, and I have a daily live stream at 12 p.m. Central Time. It's called Tarot at 12, and I do live tarot readings. They are free, and I'd love to see you there. Please hit subscribe and make sure you set that notification bell. This way, you'll find out when I'm doing these cool pick-a-cards. Oftentimes, I pop up with surprise live streams as well. So you need your notifications set. Plus, I'd love to have you in the family. Thank you so much for watching this. I really hope it was helpful. Ooh, where am I going? That's not the right one. Sorry about that. Get out of here. There we go. Anyway, enjoy your day, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.